Especially if you've lost someone close to them. This might be the first holiday season without them. So in today's Relationship Reboot, we're getting some tips on dealing with grief and loss during the holidays. Joining us now, our relationship guru, Dr. Kirsten Lynn-Seal. Even if this isn't the first time, all of us have lost someone, and that does impact the holiday rituals.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. I mean, when you lose someone, there's like just a giant hole where they used to be. You know, especially if it was someone who joined into particular holiday celebrations, because not all of the family joins in all the time. But even if they don't, there's this big gaping hole where this person was.
And you say one of your tips to make good enough.
Yes.
Your mantra. What do you mean by that?
So what I mean is, you know, we often feel a lot of pressure around the holidays to have this sort of perfect holiday experience. You know, we have the gifts and we have the tree and we have the decorations and the food and all that. And when you're struggling with grief and loss, you really need to sort of go easy on yourself around having the standards that maybe were fine the year, last year or in years past.
What do you do about those rituals? I think and there will always be someone in the family who will say, like, let's just not do Christmas this year.
Exactly, yeah. And I don't recommend that. I recommend trying to have some sort of ritual, some sort of gathering, because what people really need is to connect. When you've lost somebody, you really need to connect with others. And one of the things that happens, of course, is that people deal with grief and loss differently. And so people can sort of have judgment around how the other person is reacting. You know, someone manages through jokes and humor, someone else just has to talk about it all the time, someone else doesn't want to talk about it at all. And all of those are sort of different things bubbling up that everybody in the family needs to deal with, and you need to come together and be thoughtful and compassionate with each other.
And I think what's difficult about that too is it all comes back to you and how you handle things, and you say that self-care is really important this time of year.
Really important. And of course, you know, I mean, we've got so much ice out on the sidewalk, like just going out for a walk is maybe not the best idea for everybody, but making sure that you exercise, making sure that you eat well, and making sure to try to get enough sleep. You know, there are different things about sleep hygiene that are important.
Such simple things, but they really do make a big difference in your emotional health.
They do, they do. And because one of the things that happens is that we sort of, when we're grieving a loss, we sort of let all that go, and we're like, well, it's sort of not worth it anymore, or, we just don't have the energy to do that. And in fact, what happens is it depletes us more emotionally and psychologically when we're not caring for our bodies.
How do you work out those differences in different ways to grieve? How do you, because when you're coming together as a collective group.
Right, yeah. So, well, this is where, we talk about self-calm, calming our own, taking care of our own emotions. So if we're taking care of ourselves, then we are more grounded. And then if something's coming up, we might be able to say, you know what, I know you really want to talk about Mom, but it's hard for me to listen to right now. So can you just say a couple more things and then let's go on to a different topic, right?
You do have a what not to do.
Yes, what not to do. So what you want to make sure not to do is to isolate. So again, this goes towards, we want to connect with people. Sometimes people do have reactions that are maybe toxic to us or that feel really like we can't manage. That's okay to kind of boundary our time with people, but you don't want to isolate. Taking a day or two off or spending a day in bed, that's fine, but when days and days go by and you're not seeing people, you're not returning phone calls, you're not returning text messages or emails, like people will begin to worry, and that's not good. It's not good for us.
Sometimes it's hard, I think, for people who love the holidays, have a great time during the holidays, and then you have that one person who says, it's really hard for me. How do you honor that without kind of ruining your own joy?
Right. So, maybe taking a couple minutes to just sit and listen to them. Sometimes what's fun to do, it's fun if you can say, let's talk about a lovely memory. Let's talk about our favorite Christmas with Mom. So that's a way to bring, because that's how people live on with us, is in our memories. So if you can talk about a memory that you had with a loved one, what was your favorite time? Do you remember something funny that happened? What was a silly thing that Dad did? What was the worst present that you ever got from Grandpa? Stuff like that can really bring everybody into the conversation about the love that we had for that person.
And that's what it's about anyway.
And that's what it's about,
Kirsten, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.